User experience engineers make things usable, and they make it easy to use, and it's easy to be hard, hard to be easy. It takes a lot of work to make things easy. We make things compelling and persuasive, and so that persuasion engineering is important. But there's even a bigger thing we do, something which really is about the survival of a company, and that's an omnichannel UX strategy. In that, we just do two things. One is we make sure that there's a clear relationship, and there's a reason for that relationship with somebody that your organization is interacting with. And two, we're making sure that all the different touch points, all the channels fit together and make sense. We need to understand our customers' drives, blocks, beliefs, and feelings. And based on that, we can develop a strategy that targets the needs that customers have and approaches them with the right kind of theme and frame and meme and persuasion tools that'll create the kind of overall relationship you want. So once the emotional core of that relationship is clearly defined and documented, we have another little problem, and that's the way that the channels fit together. It can make no sense. Here we can see a bank offering the customer internet banking, fine, cell phone banking, okay, and then telephone banking is different than cell phone banking, and then there's speech banking. It's not that people are trying to be difficult, it's just that they're separate teams working in silos within the organization, working on each of those projects, and they aren't talking to each other. And there is no overall picture of what the customer will see, and that's the UX team's job to create. It's not an easy job because there are lots of different channels and touch points, and they all need to align, and they all need to have a role, and it needs to be clear to the customer or the user which one they go to in each different situation. It's not simple because the channels are good for different things. If somebody says, oh no, people can just do anything anywhere, they don't understand the limits of what you can do with a native mobile app or a TV. It matters for public customers, it matters for internal staff. For example, this is the set of collaboration tools that were being used within one company. And imagine trying to figure out how we're going to collaborate. It's almost impossible. The UX team then designs an answer to a single question. And that is, I go to a customer, I go to an internal staff member, I want to know the emotional relationship that's being created, and also an explanation of where they go to which touch point to do different kinds of tasks. And that has to be simple. I once sat with a group that was working on ATMs, and there were 12 different kinds of ATM, and I asked them to explain to me like I was a customer where to go, and half an hour later I stopped them because you can't take that much time with each customer. So the UX team creates this solution, and it's the highest level thing we do. And that's something that goes to the board. It's the survival of the company to get it right. And the UX team then has the job of pushing that into every design project so they all align, and the website fits in with the native apps, fits in with the telephone connections, and all of the different voice systems, and everything works together as a whole coherent relationship. And that's the most large, high-value thing that a UX team can do.